Okay, question 7. So we've got your binomial theorem, and we've got to expand this here. It says in ascending powers of x up to including the term in x squared, and state the range then of values for which this expression is valid. Now, if you notice here on the top, you got 1 minus 2x. Now that isn't in the bracket to any power, okay? So that doesn't need to be expanded any more than what it is. That's what it is, 1 minus 2x. What I will do though, okay, is I'll put it in a bracket. And on the bottom here, you've got square root. That will mean then we've got this square root to the power half, okay, because square root is the power half. And what I would do then is, before I do any expansion, I would take this up, right? Because you don't want to expand this as it is on the bottom, right? It would be a nightmare to do that. So keep that 1 minus 2x at the top. That's why I put it in a bracket. And then you've got 1 plus 2x then, taking that up to the minus half. Okay, so this is as it is, expanded already, no need to expand anything there, but this we're going to expand using binomial series, right? And here in the formula sheet, page 2, it's given for us, right? So we can see here, I've underlined it there. That's the formula on page 2 that we're going to use of the formula booklet. So let's go for it. We've got 1 plus 2x to the power minus half, right? So in this case now, my x in this formula is 2x, and my n near the power is minus a half. So we go through it, we'll have 1 plus then n. Now n in this case is minus a half, so I'll just put minus a half there. nx, so I need to put the x term, which is 2x. Okay, plus then n minus 1, so n is minus a half, times n minus 1. So if that's n minus 1 then, we'll take away 1 from minus a half, you get minus 3 over 2, okay? All over then 1.2, 1 times 2, which is 2, and then we've got to square x. Now be careful here, when you square this term now, you just square all of it, right? So, you know, we'll end up with 4x squared here, but you've got to make sure you square the 2 as well, right? Plus dot dot dot. We don't need to go any further because we only want to go up to x squared. This then will equal 1 minus half times 2 is 1, so that's x. And then here then, you might want to use your calculator, okay? And then we can establish what this becomes. So we've got minus a half, okay, 3 times 3 over 2. Now you notice I haven't put the minuses in there because there's 2 minuses, I know they'll cancel. Okay, all of that then, I want to divide the whole thing, so press equals, divide the whole thing by 2, which is 3/8. Okay, so that's 3/8 times then this, and remember you square all of that, so it'll be 4x squared plus dot dot dot. So this then becomes 1 minus x, 3/8 times 4 will become 3 over 2 x squared plus dot dot dot. Okay, so we're done there with the expansion of 1 plus 2x to minus half. What we do then is, right, we put this expansion here, we replace this with our answer, so our overall answer then becomes, so this here what we've got, okay, which is what we wanted, okay, which is of course is just this, will be 1 minus 2x, and of course then you write this, but you write the answer to it down here, and you need to expand this then, okay, so you just do like the FOIL system. So we'll go through first of all with a 1, okay, we start with a 1 and we multiply everything in here by 1. So you got 1 times 1, which is 1, 1 times minus x, which is minus x, and then 1 times 3 over 2 x squared, which is 3 over 2x squared. Then you focus on this, so minus 2x times 1 is minus 2x, minus 2x times minus x is plus 2x squared, and then notice this last term does not need to be done, okay, because if I times this by this, I'll get an x cubed, so we can ignore that, right? It just doesn't need to be done. So you've got then this, and we can simplify this then. This would be 1 minus x minus 2x is minus 3x, okay, and then 3 over 2 plus 2 is going to be 7 over 2 x squared, okay? So there's our expansion up to x squared, and we're done. Then it says state, in the question it says state the range of values for x, which the expression is valid. Well, what you do then is you use in the formula sheet, okay, you use this, okay, so this is there, mod x is less than 1, okay, but remember, mod x is less than 1, well, you replace x with what we've got here, okay? So this will be mod 2x is less than 1, okay? So then that means then you could take the 2 outside the mod, okay? Like that, because 2 is positive, and then you get mod x then is less than a half, okay? So that's our answer there. So you could leave it like that, or you could say x is less than a half, less than minus a half, okay? It doesn't matter which way you put that there. Now, in terms of the top here, there's no need to look at what it's valid for here, because this is already expanded. It's not binomial sort of series, okay? So it's the only ones we've applied to the binomial series we need to do this validity thing for. Then it says then use your expansion to find an approximate non-zero root for this equation. But what you do then is this here, right? You substitute in this answer, right? So you put this answer 1 minus 3x, okay? This answer you got here plus 7 over 2x squared, okay? So then you put that in place of this and then put it equals to this, equals 1 minus 2.99x plus x squared, okay? So you've got that. And then it's a case of getting everything onto one side, okay? But notice the ones will cancel, so that's quite nice, okay? The ones will cancel there. So we get everything onto one side, onto this side maybe. This becomes then 7 over 2x squared minus x squared minus 3x plus 2.99x equals 0. So then this is 5 over 2x squared. And then if you do that, use your calculator, right? This plus this, it'd be minus 0.01 x, which equals 0, okay? And then it's up to you how you want to go about this. Now you could times through by 2 if you wanted to. So you have 5x squared minus 0.02 x equals 0. But then to actually finish this off, you need to then factorize out an x, okay? So take out an x, so then you've got 5x, take away 0.02, which equals 0. And then to solve this, then you say either x is 0, which is impossible, because it said x has got to be positive in the question, or 5x minus 0.02 equals 0, which means x then will equal to be 0.02 divided by 5, and you know, you can use a calculator for that, and you get out 1/250th, which is that in standard form, which is just 0.004, and we are done.